No
Should probably
swearing,
get roll
please.
20 up.
Yeah, getting roll 20 up would probably
Sandwich's fault.
I've been in it already.
Okie doke. So, Matt wasn't here last week. What happened last week for Matt?
Well, I think he should just kind of find out as the roleplay starts.
Oh, God.
We acquired munitions.
We have some weaponry. That's this point.
Okay, well, in that case...
There was one other thing.
I mean,
Our tech priest went in for some facial reconstruction.
didn't come out very well.
It was a bit of a botched job.
Mouse also discovered that actually he's not quite as invulnerable as he previously may have thought.
He has an allergy to walnuts. it
Yeah,
turns out.
he's got a bad itch now.
Fair enough.
What?
So, Theodore, your experience of, quote, last week, or last session, or the last few hours in game, has been a continued negotiation with... What did I call this fucker again? It was the warden, right? Yeah, good. I did remember it, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
The doubt from last week made me... Yeah, anyway. So, it's a long, very boring negotiation, because really this guy doesn't have much to offer you. But, he might be useful, I guess. So he's basically going to see if they work out like a low priority cargo run arranged with like the family as a whole. So, you know, every now and again, somebody will swing by, drop off like a couple of crates of like almost out of date ration packs and some water and all that sort of shit. You know, it's pretty.
Almost out of date. That's luxury ration packs.
Exactly.
Stokes.
I mean, if there's like a Warhammer 40k equivalent of Ashens in the far future, even if they were horribly out of date, I'm sure that wouldn't stop him.
Exactly.
So, you know, just barely in date. That's pretty good going.
I see.
Yeah.
You get them cheap when they're like that. Yeah. Anyway, so this is all in exchange for like sort of dregs of crew and some information.
Yes.
Can
Go
you
acquire
give
some
me-
almost.
Oh, yeah, Matt, can you give me? Sorry, can I get a fellowship roll from Theodore?
Yes.
Flat. Oh, nice.
I'll take that.
At some point during the negotiation, the warden let slip that a strange Xenos came to visit him in his first night as warden and was told to keep the settlement fairly contained, or else he has. Well, first off, would you react to that in any way?
Contained how?
As in,
Like-
the settlement doesn't sort of expand out, doesn't sprawl out any farther than it really already is. And a minimal exploration of the local area, that sort of thing.
I would probably try to subtly, later on in conversation, try and ascertain just how far he's expanded without incident.
Hasn't expanded as was instructed.
Oh right, he's just flat out like gone.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Apparently there was a rather shiny sword to his throat when this was going on, so didn't really ask too many questions. Apparently the last warden died of a sword-related wound, so he put two and two together.
Fair enough. Do we know anything more about the Xenos?
He mentioned it had like a red crested plume in its helmet, but didn't know any more about them.
I did not take any Xenos related. Nope.
He does offer to sort of give you a shout if they come back.
Of course. Were there any other caveats? Isn't the right word. Any other demands? Just don't expand.
No, that was it. Simply keep to themselves.
Cool. I would probably just leave it at that.
That's fair enough.
Just file that away.
I was going to say, you're at sort of like one of the higher points in town. Could you give me an awareness test at a +20, please? Okay, never mind.
That wasn't a terrible roll either. Wait, was it? No.
No, it was
I'm just
64.
terrible at awareness.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Fair enough. In that case, excuse me. The meeting will go on for another sort of half hour from that vague point in time that I just specified that the rest of you, I believe Hendrickson was taking Lucius back up to the ship.
Yeah, he needs to go to his builder blocks friends again.
Yeah, I was with them in the ship, and I'm going to stop with him on when we get to the big ship, so he can come back down to pick the others.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, in that case, that leaves us the Guevesa, Mouse, and Jack. I believe you'd be rolling into town about now.
Okay.
Theodore, at this
Yes.
point, you see the warden sort of touch the box that's the like earpiece in his ear, funny enough, and there's a small like confused look in his face for a second. It says, "Excuse me, 1 second." Stands up, turns around, looks out the fairly panoramic window, I suppose. It's a bit haphazard, but it's panoramic window out behind, and you see an APC of sorts rolling. You don't have any anything related to like war or let's see,
Common law war.
yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah.
No.
Give me a common law Imperium at a -10.
Nope.
Fair enough. There's a big armored tracked thing rolling into town. You've never seen one before. It doesn't. Mouse appears to be sticking out of it though.
Sweet.
He's probably smoking a big smelly cigar or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll probably be one in the like glove compartment or whatever. The previous leader.
So it's
seemed
not
to be
just
that
a
sort of
burning
guy.
limb.
Burning what, sorry?
A burning limb.
He's a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus.
I was going to say, the trip back in was smooth enough through the Guevesa between them to get it moving with sort of minimal jerkiness and whatnot. So, comes to a stop in front of the sort of warden's office area, station, building, warden's building, with a rather sharp sort of
The
rather
warden's
sharp
compound.
Warden's compound. Sure, let's go building. Yeah, let's roll with all that. Well, should be fine. Jack, can I get a strength test at a +20, please? Just to see how jostled you are by this rather sharp stop. Purely for comedy's sake, of course.
Rustler's Jimmy's.
Yeah, it's fine. Cool.
As we pull up and Mouse will presumably see, enough gold braid that he'll kind of stand up to attention as best he can, and the trademark ding as he salutes.
I was gonna say, yeah. I assume Theodore would be down waiting for them at this point.
Yeah, I'd be somewhat curious as to how they came by
a tractor.
A mini tank.
It appears to be some sort of vehicle.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you can guess it's probably Imperial Guard issue of some sort, but this is one of those lectures that you slept through, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Who's too hungover to study?
Yes, one of those ones.
That or too busy carousing demonettes.
I was not very good at carouse.
Indeed. So they go about to get off and sort of look, maybe confused the wrong word. They look as if they're sort of stuck for what they're supposed to be doing, and
Mouse glares at them meaningfully while still at attention.
They sort of give each other a little bit of a nudge and follow suit and give a very crisp salute.
Not bad.
How audible is it?
Let's just see how they do. Oh wow, that's some very good saluting right there.
Okay, I'm going to upgrade that to a 9.5 out of 10, which is the best grade Mouse would ever give to anyone not himself.
He is the best around.
Fantastic. We'll say they arrange themselves nice and crisply in a small formation and give Constantine a salute worth of a 4 out of 100.
Constantine returns the salute.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm assuming since I mean, bluntly, I can't imagine a sandwich coming up with this. Can I have a... You got logic, right? You don't. Great. No, not you. Theodore, can I have an intelligence test, please? Flat.
Yep. Huzzah!
This could probably be used as a bargaining tool.
The negotiator.
I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be trying to get from this guy.
600 ships.
It's one of those things. To be fair, there's nothing in particular to get from him as such. It's, I mean, it's not an overly valuable planet, but I mean, you're pretty much. I would from your negotiations, you would have found out that you would pretty much be the only person with a, shall we say, regular interest in the place, which could be worth something in the long run. Maybe, who knows? I mean, this place can, end up with some pretty hard guys on it, and could be useful at some point, maybe for like, hiring for particular jobs if you so wished, and obviously they're pretty good for, filling up the trash of the crew if you really want. So you've got a bit of a resource in that, and who knows, something might come of Xenos sightings. But I was going to say with the intelligence of that, you can maybe rent it to him. You can, put the claim on this vehicle as yours specifically. But obviously you don't have the resources to take it back. Not that you have to tell him that.
So, could I try lying to him and saying that it's ours, and what would he be willing to give in trade?
That could work.
I mean, if nothing else, we need more cannon fodder. I'm in crew.
Yeah, these are a little bit.
Yeah, we are. We are starting to whittle down our.
Yes.
What weren't we gonna do something with the cannons?
You're cruising 80%, so yeah, it's not great.
That's it. Weren't you going to salvage the guns off it and just sell them it as a carrier or something?
Yeah, we're gonna put the cannons on Mouse.
I think he wanted them
like Blastoise.
Sort of.
A bit much.
I think he wanted them for his servitors, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Just mount like a tripod on Mouse's shoulders, and then you have like a baby carrier thing on his back, so he's got an onboard gunner.
A caboose.
Yeah.
We'll get like a rattling like Phoenix was playing that game, and just get him in your back the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It'll be like Jabba and his little pet. Oh god, what was he called? Salacious Crumb. There we go.
I didn't know that thing had a name.
It does. Now you know what it is.
Sweet. Okay, I mean, it's yours to claim and do what you want with. Yeah. You could use it as a bargaining tool as is, probably worth a bit more in that case. Or yeah, you kind of literally just give it to him as a like tracked tin can.
I'll see what offers he comes back with and without. See if it's worth it. And just explain that we need some extra crew. And do we know in game the origins of these mysterious guardsmen that have been following people around?
You don't. In fact, as far as you, Jack, and Mouse are concerned, they're just. I mean, with that saluting, apparently a pretty cracked team off the ship.
So, okay, cool.
They are carrying the pulse carbines though. You know that much.
That's fine. They're a crack team.
There we go then.
The ship's specialist commando unit. Every ship has one for boarding parties and such.
Yeah.
We could maybe do with the second one. Look meaningfully at the warden.
Let's see. Stats. What have you got? Oh god damn it! Where are you fucking for this? I believe an inquiry roll would be appropriate for this.
Look at my +10
Oh no,
for.
oh shit! You've got commerce. But no, inquiry's fine for this. Yeah, +10. Whatever. That's the base roll. So if you get any relevant, chuck them on.
What do I have? Got my renown warrant and etiquette. Is it a formal or high authority? He's a high authority in these parts.
In these parts, yeah. All right.
Sweet. So it's +20. Huzzah!
Okay. I would call this a fairly decent bargaining position. The warden's fairly. He's pretty stony faced at the minute. And he's maybe like a little glint of curiosity as to why there's a salamander parked in front of his base. Yes, Lord Constantine. What is this yours?
I mean, my men just drove up in it. So, what are you trying to insinuate?
How banged up is Mouse looking at the moment?
With more than half his health gone, I'd say fairly banged up.
He's just standing there trying to look inconspicuous, and whilst probably leaking blood in a few places.
But you're an Ogryn, so isn't that
That's
relatively normal?
You know what would be kind of funny? He leans nonchalantly on the salamander, and the salamander moves, and he falls over.
I think the more it tips over.
I was going to say, forgot to put the parking brake on, and the tracks just roll forward. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, the Gordon's sort of looking fairly appreciatively at it. It's like, yeah, we've been considering trying to get one of these for patrol duties around the settlement. We heard one of the local gangs managed to acquire one of these recently. Is it theirs?
I mean, if it was me,
I look over it. I look over at Mouse and go, "Mouse, are you a member of the local gang?"
Mouse kind of looks very confused by this question.
It's not theirs.
Enough. He sort of shrugs. Like, well, in that case,
Although, if you wanted us to look into sorting that for you, that could be arranged for a price.
what kind of thing would you be looking for? I can only really offer you men.
We'll see how many men you'll be willing to part with for the salamander,
Mhm.
and then we'll go from there. We don't really have too much time on this planet. Busy, roguey, tradery stuff.
Fair enough. He nods and well, I'll go back up to my office and check the book, shall I? And he sort of goes back on upstairs and comes back down through half an hour later. And offers you 200 men, reasonable of sort of average quality. I'll got a bump of 1 to the crew, basically.
1 to the crew for a salamander without turrets or with turrets?
With turrets, of course. Not much good without them, is it?
Is a +1 to the crew? How many crew are we down at this point?
20%.
Yeah, it was 20% of 20,000. You're down 4,000. No. Yeah.
You better,
Yeah, that is right.
you better make clear, though, that we only want top men.
No lower halves. They got robotic legs.
Makes more sense if you pay attention to what I just posted in the Discord.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I was just my mind suddenly went to Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan!
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
You got your legs, Lieutenant?
Well, okay.
Oh, I mean, a quick trip to the Chiurgeon would soon sort that out.
I'll tweak that a little bit. He's got 200 guys like on the books that he knows are good, but says you're welcome to press gang any that you like the look of.
And do we need any expendables for?
That's the point.
It's Warhammer. You always need more red shirts.
Yes.
Yeah. So, because we are in a penal colony, so
You never do any cannon fodder, and yes, you are on a penal colony, so the cannon this is cannon fodder central right here.
like if I need to breach and clear another room.
Yes.
Or if we need more soldiers to turn into bloody statues.
We are quite down on our statue population.
Careful.
We don't currently have anybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
We don't have anybody currently manning the airlocks.
God.
They're left with Demon You.
You just mentioned a bad word. Remember when people mention bad words, things happen.
What was?
The warp's a crazy place.
Oh, I thought you meant the other word that we did not mention. He who shall not be named.
Shh.
That was awfully close to mentioning it.
I don't know what
Ah, dear.
Wait, Voldemort?
Exactly.
Yes.
Ah!
Damn it, mouse.
Sound like someone just took a swig of a strong drink.
Okay, so just for the sake of moving this along, we'll say he's got those guys on the books. Will allow you that he'll sort of turn a blind eye to any press ganging that you happen to do for the next little while. How about that?
Join my crew.
Sounds good. I don't have a press gang skill. Does anybody else?
Don't worry, that's more like if you're doing it like
It was-
physically yourself.
Yep.
So it's one of those things. You say you send down the cutters and a few security teams, and anyone keen that would be able to tell the cut of a guy, such as and would
Mouse.
possibly have the strength to throw them into somewhere.
It sounds like a job for someone we know, maybe.
Possibly.
Jack.
Press ganging is probably Mouse's
just-
middle name.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Hold on, let me check. I mean, I could try, but
I think we should let Sandwich try.
yeah, fuck it, let's try it.
Fair enough. Guys, I need a quick 5-minute break. Sorry, 2 seconds. I need 5-minute break. Just sort some stuff. Here be.
All right.
Okay.
No, it kind of speaks volumes for how much the captain kind of is not shocked by anything we do when Mouse and Sandwich and roll up in an armoured personnel carrier.
I mean, at this point, you might just go with it.
Yep.
Very early on in the campaign to be like that.
Is it though? I mean, this is what, like,
They're just spells trouble for what's going to happen next.
oh, at some point, shit's gonna hit the fan. So the fact that hasn't happened yet, I'm impressed by.
Also, I'm kind of wanting to go search beyond the borders of this colony to figure out who the sword-wielding Xenos are.
I don't think there's been much left on it for us, is there really? I mean,
Hmm?
Boeri,
Well, out of character, I've got an idea if he said they've got plumes in the helmet.
Yeah, same.
I think
I do
points he
not.
probably has as well.
if I know it could be Frenchman, I wouldn't know the difference.
I'm
Because you're a filthy monkey.
How dare you? You swine!
not having any ideas at the moment beyond just literally, grabbing people off the street and piling them up like cordwood.
Time for Tavern Brawl 2 Electric Boogaloo.
God, don't give him idea. Yeah, fucking hell.
What do you mean?
So
That
I
was
do-
wonderful.
It was wonderful. I do kind of wish Theo was there because I would imagine he would start it by sleeping with someone's bloody sister or some shit.
You could try and pull the trick.
I mean, I do have history.
Well, yeah, we got that fucking bet because of that.
Do you want to know exactly what happened? Because it was quite fun.
No, I watched the stream.
Oh, you watched it? Oh.
Yeah, so I'm all meted up.
It was quite funny, especially when you stood on the table.
Yep.
Would any suspicious people please make themselves known?
I was imagining a mouse to be like that.
Good evening, miscreants. Was it miscreants?
I think he said miscreants, didn't he?
I believe it was greetings, delinquents.
Greetings,
Oh,
delinquents.
yeah,
that
it
was
was. And he was turning around with a pissing grenade in front of him as well for the whole bit.
Yeah, I was just imagining Anchorman.
What Brick?
Brick just running around with a grenade.
Where'd you get the grenade from, Brick? I don't know. God, that is his mouse.
Mouse would be running round with the arm and the hand that still
the
holds
trident.
the grenade.
Definitely.
Just bludgeoning people to death with a grenade.
If Mouse were a bit more, if he had a slightly higher intelligence score, he probably would run around hitting people with their own arm and saying, "Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!"
What is Mouse's intelligence stack? So, what
It's
is
23.
bloody hell? I didn't think it was that low. I was like 30 or
Just
something.
below average human.
And if you think most Ogryns are actually, worse than that,
Yeah, that's what they probably are.
that's the one thing I've decided I will never do is put points into higher intelligence.
You'd probably be like the Albert Einstein of Ogrins.
Oh man, he'd be Hulk out of Endgame.
We have to go to an Ogrin planet. I want to see Mouse as the leader, as president of the Ogrins.
You're kind of the equivalent to the monkey that starts the whole Planet of the Apes thing, but the Ogryn version.
He's Caesar.
Who are we missing?
Everyone's doing they?
Yeah, everyone's here, I think.
I don't know.
If you're not here,
quickly
speak up.
I might take quickly. I might quickly take 30 seconds and run and get a drink.
Go on.
After his
Don't-
mini
don't-
stroke.
Don't need you for a minute anyway.
Oh yeah,
That's
With
okay.
two-
It's a ship. Yeah.
Exactly.
They still don't know just wanking in the ship.
Alrighty. So our press gang crew. Give me. There's probably a system for this, but I can't be asked to look it up, so we're just gonna make it up on the fly. Who wants to be in charge of the crew's press gang then, and getting stuck in themselves? Yeah.
Hey, what kind of roles would we maybe need?
I was going to say, we'll say Hendrickson's coming back down.
Are we having like a couple of ships?
Yeah. So you have like,
Yeah.
2 or 3 cutters and ferry stuff up. Sorry, you've got 2 like fairly generic like more smaller cutters, and then obviously you've got your personal rather fancy gun cutter. So yeah.
I'd probably go down in the fancy one.
Yeah, it's your own. But I mean, you're already on the planet, so you can get the box on down and blah blah blah. So, let's see. Can I get a strength test from Mouse and Jack, please?
Any bonuses? Or flat?
Flat.
Jesus. What the hell? I outmoused Mouse.
What?
I mean, I guess my excuse is he's still pretty banged up from the fight. I don't
I'm
know.
on 7 health
That's fair.
again.
In that case, Mouse give me an intimidate at a +10.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
My heart clearly isn't in this, but yeah. So press gang goes on for a few hours, and you just get a few runs of rather rather uncouth crowds. Definitely criminals at some point, and they've been well, I think condemned might be a more accurate term. Condemned to a worse life aboard the ship, doing all the most menial and most dangerous jobs. So you obviously like summarily execute the various twists and mutants that you had doing them in the meantime. But now they're I was gonna say they're at least fully human doing the jobs now, so that's something. I'm gonna bump your crew up by 2 to 82.
Somehow they didn't respond to Mouse repeatedly exhorting them to come and die for the Emperor. It'll be fun, I promise.
Yes, they didn't really buy that for some reason. Who'd have thunk
What
it,
did
right?
my strength test do then? What did my...
Yeah, that was some strength check.
Yeah, I mean, so but that regard, I mean, you basically grab some we're literally throwing a couple of people at some point, presumably with that. Just generally taking no shit.
Good.
So I'm just generally gonna call that a success. But yeah, so as soon as sort of your time's up, the warden gives Theodore a little nod of sorts. That's enough, and yeah, it's a point where you could be on your way.
Okay, so we take our leave with agreement in hand and head on back. On our way back up to the main ship, I would ask the crew for some advice about does anybody else know anything about Xenos with red plumes?
It's a good question. I have a funny feeling I gave it to Scythia, in fairness.
In the 200 new crew we got, we might know something.
I was going to say, Scythia definitely knows. Well, almost definitely knows. See if there's anybody else, because I don't want to have to exposit everything. Hendrickson will know. Describe it to him, or could have a chance of knowing it, say.
Hello.
Hello.
That's going to sound more camp.
If I tried, I could.
Hey.
Fair enough. Well, if you want to ask him on the way back up, that would probably be a pretty decent time.
Yeah, so it's just sort of to make it look as if we're actually going back to our ship and ask the question and decide whether we want to have a little scout around.
Yeah. I don't mind.
I'd hate for anything any terrible fate before our newly acquired contract.
Fair enough. I mean, how much time do you want to spend, like, searching around the place? How far do you want to go? You know, like, what level of detail do you want to try and do this in? What are you
Just
looking for? Do you know anything?
I'm sure we can just do a basic sort of scan to see if there is anything nearby, or if it's him just being isolated on a penal world for too long and making up stories.
Okay, fair enough. Well, the cutter doesn't have an auspex or anything on it, so you won't be able to scan with it.
Can I vox up to the ship and get some of my trusty crew to do a scan from there?
Yeah, come up with nothing. They pick up the settlement, and that's about it.
Yeah, old man must be cracked.
The minute we get up to the ship, by the way, I'll go and get the text that I've seen Lucius use before to help him to get them to come and, look after him.
Yeah.
And I'll help take Mouse and me to the medibay to see if we can heal up a little bit.
That'll do. You'll see me there?
Yeah, of course.
I imagine a particular missionary would be sort of seeing over all these dredges coming up from the ship and making sure they don't have any tails or weird mutations and such, right?
Yep, give him a good thorough hosing and set him to work.
So, we haven't mentioned, since Lucius is out of action for like almost a month in game time, Kilton's been taking over the ship's missionary, who I swear has
Allie.
always been here, always.
Oh yes, what's his face?
So he's going
That silent one.
Yeah. Going to be serving as a sort of backup character and NPC for me. Not in use. Yes.
I shall go and fetch him when I get to the ship then, as I know exactly who he is.
Obviously, yeah.
And I shall tell him what's happened and that we've put Lucius in the stasis in the workshop.
Take it to the med bay, not the workshop.
Well, the med bay then.
He's not full machine yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I mean, Conrad will have been informed that there's a press gang going on, and there'll be an influx of criminal types on the ship. That's about all.
Once I've done that, I'll probably disappear to, do something. Start doing something.
Yeah. Alright, we'll put that in place, in the coming days and weeks. Or
In the near future, coming to a theatre near you.
yes. Be enough.
Mouse would, I think, be.
He's in med bay, healing up.
Oh yeah,
Because I dragged you there with me because we were both a bit wounded.
Hang on. Hang on. Can I just... Sorry to interrupt, Pointy, but I've got a problem with that statement. You would drag Mouse.
Oh, well, apparently I'm stronger than him in that just recent strength test. So
Okay, well in that case, since you're on the ship now, I feel that would require an additional strength test, obviously, right? So
yeah, fuck it. This is how I die. I get flattened by now.
I just see him trying to pull Mouse forward by his sleeve and just.
I'm not carrying him, supporting his weight. So.
No, Matt, we were talking away.
You probably have to leave and rejoin Discord.
That's probably the best
Hello?
way of doing it. Hello?
There we go. Sorry, my internet cut out there.
Your potato.
We only get so many minutes over here, and then that's it.
Play AOL dial-up for you.
Okay, so
If only.
for the sake of an opposed strength roll, both of you roll strength for me. Flat.
Wow, Mouse is really not doing.
What is wrong with Mouse?
No, fate point.
That's
Fate
What the
point.
fuck?
I am totally blowing a fate point on this. I bet it's worse now. But
What? Why? You're gonna end up crushing me with that.
No,
Wow, these wounds really are getting to him. Jesus.
What is going on?
He does stuff. Are you
At
sure
least-
you didn't lose a fucking limb?
it's topsy turvy day.
It is. Something's going wrong here.
Too much gravity.
It's hitting too hard now.
Okay.
At least he's got these shit rolls out of the way.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I hope so.
something anyway. Medical attention, blah blah blah. Card is considered lightly damaged if he's taken damage equal to or less than twice toughness bonus.
Does unnatural toughness come into that?
Probably, I would consider that 10 being that limit. Or sorry, 20, I guess. That would still put you just literally one past that, even if we do double that range up because of the natural toughness.
Okay.
Was True Grit, is that relevant?
I only took that at the end of last session.
Okay.
So with the XP from last
I was
session,
gonna
so
say,
that wouldn't have.
True Grit, why does that sound familiar?
I should have taken a fake now, shouldn't
It's a old TV show.
I? Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure that see if he's going to recover at increased raid or anything like that, so we know roughly what time we should be up at. Great. Reduce critical damage. Explorer takes. No, that's not relevant. Okay, well, I was gonna say, sandwich. Jack doesn't have anything relevant to that, does he?
No.
Healing? No, that's fine.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just sharing this GIF just because it's awful.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
It's going to be very confusing for anybody watching this back later on because we're all remarking on stuff in the Discord that they've got no idea what it is.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Healing, medical attention. That slightly damaged. Fair enough. Both of you are going to have to spend a couple of days in the med bay to get us back into lightly wounded, and then it'll be 1 wound per day, and you don't need to be in the med bay for that to happen.
Okay.
That's what's put us up to after 2 days then.
Jack, you are in the med bay. Mouse just needs to spend like doing overnighter basically. Jack, you need to spend 3 days in the. Only. It's up to
So this is just getting back to the point where I'd be healing a wound a day.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, Jack, you're fine actually. It's double your toughness bonus, so yeah, you're slightly wounded. I know. We'll say if you want to spend more time in the med bay, we can say yeah.
I'd rather fully heal up if we can.
Okay, fair enough. We'll use the Medicae skill then as a boost to that.
I can medicate him on my way, in between me disappearing down below.
So extended care. Using the Medicae skill for extended care speeds the healing process. Explorer can properly treat a number of patients equal to the intelligence bonus. 80 additional patients. Blah, blah. Success allows the patient to remove twice the normal damage. Okay, that's pretty sweet.
Do you want me to medicate him, or are the ship's doctors going to do it? Or
Ship's doctors will do it.
Come on.
Cool. Excuse me. Oh, it's equal to the. Okay, that's pretty cool. In that case, I'll just do. Ooh, nice. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so we'll say, once you spend an overnighter and get 5 wins back.
Okay.
Jack, you don't get any additional wins back. You just get 1 win back. But whatever way you're injured, it's one of those things that apparently has to just heal naturally.
Yeah, right.
It's one wound per day from now on, basically, for simplicity's sake.
Okay.
Okay, so where would you like to go next? Would you like to try and say head back to Footfall, for example, and try and get the crew back on order, or what do you think? Worth pointing out, a crew of 80 is when problems start happening. Like travel times get extended because you don't have enough people. What do you think?
Might be worth trying to get some more equipment as well anyway. So I could do a couple of power swords.
Yeah, back to Football then.
Actually, Also, with that new weapon I have, is that going to be a problem if I take that with me on?
Not unless you
In
wave it.
football.
Not unless you wave it in a tech priest's face.
Okay, I should be fine then.
Fair enough. I just want to just like repeat the journey back. Jarazol in football. So that would be 5 days to Jarazol and 8 days to football.
That would be up to our Lord Captain.
It would.
Who's currently
Have we been
drunk?
to this place?
Went past it.
Yeah, what's there?
Alright.
While we're here,
You said it stroke or something?
Let's see. Would you be consulting Scythia in this, or would you just decide to go?
I decided to go there because it might be worth trying to get some more crew and see if we can get some more gear if we need it.
Don't know what's there.
Oh,
yeah, I would consult Sophia, and because she seems to have paid attention in
Indeed.
our classes.
Fair enough.
And yeah, I've not got any proficiency in anything. Yeah.
I was going to say, while I have access to this character, which might even be just for 10 minutes before we go on sort of a long journey, Conrad, the missionary, is just going to be giving lots of encouragement for the new crew, reading litanies and swinging censer and incense and so on, reading stuff like, if a man dies that another should live, then that man's spirit shall eat at the emperor's table, and so on and so forth.
Sounds good.
Sounds very much whether I'll get on very well with this new person. Well, not you. Sorry, the person that's been there the whole time.
He's just been quietly in the background.
It's quite convenient because I also play the character that he would most disagree with.
We could act. You know that cleric I had with me under taking down to rally the crew and.
Yeah.
We've just found him.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. 100%.
Wait, Dan.
Yeah.
He was there the entire time. What do you mean?
Yeah. But was there when you were, holding off the chapel against the statue invasion and?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's watching. He's just observing, obviously.
Fair enough. So after a little bit after sort of scuttling off for an hour or two of research and whatnot, Scythia will come back and give you a pretty quick rundown of the Agarian domain. There's sort of 4 star systems within that sort of area. There's only one habitable world, and it's essentially best put a graveyard of an ancient Xeno civilization, and it's frowned upon to go there, as it were. There's huge like city, like literally city-sized mazes, and I'm not talking like current day cities. I'm talking like 40k cities, like hive city sized mazes and structures.
Got some big boys.
Nobody really knows why or who or what or where, other than there's a similarity to the Yuvath, which are one of the Xenos races native to the fans. It's one of those places that you certainly need a reason to go to.
Cool loot.
Suspected heresy.
And I'll just, for the sake of seeing. Yeah. In her research, she found out that there is an organization on Footfall called the Caspalica Mission, and yeah, they deal in the cold trade, as it were, which is like Dino artifacts and whatnot. And they would have they'd be the closest thing you're going to get to experts of this place, unless you want to contact the Order Xenos. But that's all you're getting.
Okay, so we'll head back to Footfall and try and find out a little bit more about it, because it sounds like there might be some juicy loot just lying around. It'll be quick in and out. No worries, no trouble.
Okay.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. But we do need to replenish some crew members and get some equipment and stuff. So Footfall.
Fair enough. Okay.
Do we need to stop off at Jerusalem?
No, it's more that you've got warp routes that tend to be followed. So
Okay.
the warp routes tend to be mapped out as point A to point B for things.
Cool. And I'll do that.
So it's a route you've already done. So
Yeah. Oh, so we've already cleared it out, so it'll be smooth sailing.
sure, yeah. So I'm gonna call it 5 days. 5 days. Oh, I should probably know that. 5 days navigation.
Cool. Oh God. Does he have fate points?
He does. Would you like to use one?
Yes.
That's very bad. That's a critical failure. There you go.
There we go.
That's better.
That's a bit more like.
There's a good navigator.
I was going to say, Coulson, that was literally the 30 seconds of character right there. Okay.
That would have been terrible.
Nice.
5 days is actually 5 years.
Should we relate to your contest then?
Cool. You're going to be getting there in 3 days, but we get to roll on the warp phenomena once.
Is that 3 points of wounds, by the way? I'm just trying to keep track.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yes.
Nice. Where the fuck's my sheet gone?
And warp phenomena, D100?
Who would like to roll it?
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Matt's taking that responsibility. Okay.
Yeah. D100?
D100. I'll give you. Because I was supposed to say I'll take 20 off it since it was 2 degrees of success in the warp roll. In which case,
Please do.
all is well. Beautiful, smooth sailing. Apparently, you're right. You've done it before, so.
Told you guys.
Thanks for that.
Just smile and wave, boys.
Yeah.
We've been given a pass, boys.
I was going to say, consider yourselves blessed. That doesn't happen very often. Okay. Step 2. Back to Footfall. We'll call it 8 days. And
How many days?
8 days.
That's not
rounding
fully
up.
healed. Nice.
Okay. Okay. Would you like to reroll that?
I'm scared to say yes.
Yes,
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we
I
could.
have taken charge of that decision. So the
yeah.
blame is on me.
That a yes from the captain?
Anything that shit fuckery should be Constantine.
Yes.
Look at me, I am the
Oh,
guy.
fuck.
Oh, that was a mistake, Captain.
God damn it, Captain.
What the hell?
So,
I expected too much from my navigator.
I was going to say, you're doing pretty much exactly what you did before now. So,
Oh, God.
more than 2 degrees of failure at this stage quadruples the time. so,
We were doing so well.
24 days.
I'm going to say, Kills, up to you if you want to swap back over to Lucius after this, but he will be up and about by the time he's get to footfall. Up to you.
Yeah. If anything requires action, I'll be switching to Lucius.
Okay, fair enough then. So, that's another 32 days across the exact same stretch of of warp space. Jesus.
I'm happy. Gives me more time to do things.
Punch me in the face.
Right,
Guarantees me and Mouse are fully healed. So.
yeah, yous will be. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna to tweak this a little bit because last time even doing the minimized rolls was a little bit stupid. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different. So it's 30 days. I technically should have these rolling 10 times. I'm going to tweak that a little tiny bit. So you know that I was talking about the shipboard events rather than the nasty warp phenomena.
Yeah.
We'll do one of each. I think we'll trap it down a little bit. So first off, since you did a lovely roll last time, I'll give you as a bonus to this roll, so it doesn't potentially go quite so bad. Can I have a D100 from somebody who's feeling responsible?
Who hasn't rolled in a while? Mouse.
Oh, sure.
Do you think his rolls tonight?
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Nice. Nothing happens. All is well.
Thank fuck.
3 days
Good
go
roll.
by. We're down to 29 days. Cause that was good. You know. So if you get good rolls like that, we'll keep on rolling on the chillish table. But if you roll shit, we're going to bump the next one up to the through the slightly nastier one. How about that? Okay. Who's feeling lucky next?
I volunteer.
Cool. Go for it. Do 100. Cool. Like I said, we'll take 20 off it for simplicity's sake.
Pain.
A celebrated voidsman dies in his sleep, aged 114. Born and bred in the ship, the tales of his years of hard service, the hundreds of battles he fought for the dynasty, and above all, a deep and abiding love for the vessel have captured the hearts and minds of the crew.
No, not my granddaddy.
How would you, Captain Theodore, like to respond to this event?
Was he a regular in the all ranks bar?
You know what? He probably would be.
So I would. I would personally attend the wake and give a resounding eulogy and what's the customary send off? Probably not void him into the
Yeeted out the airlock.
warp.
It would
Probably not.
it would actually be the yeet him out the airlock. Funny enough.
What? Even in the warp?
No. Like you would.
You've seen Guardians too, right?
You would hold off on
Yonder.
that bit. But yeah, Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Sweet. Because how you respond to that, we'll not be doing a morale loss, and we can keep this like bonus to the rolls on the go. Who wants roll number 3? Let's keep this going.
Fuck it. I'll do it.
You got this.
He doesn't got this.
What the
Dare
fuck?
to open your mouth.
What the-
Still doesn't got
Slash
this.
first.
I feel like I'm having a stroke. I really do.
Stroke first, then arm.
All is well. Awesome. Who's going next? That's what? That's 3 rolls down. Out of 10. Come on, let's keep it going.
10.
Yeah.
God damn it, Mouse.
Dun dun dun.
Skillsome. Cool.
Dunzo Washington.
So again, still keeping with the thingamajig.
Who do you are?
Okay, that's not. It's irrelevant. Dear, oh dear.
Oh, here we go. Just
A
those 2 words, oh dear, oh dear.
That's 4 words.
okay.
Technically.
A snotling is spotted crawling into an air vent on one of the lower decks. Orc spores have somehow made their way on board.
Oh,
Get off my ship, Space Marine!
So,
No, hang on. Orc spores, mech boy.
Mech boy.
we'll need a -10 command check from who I was going to say. I feel like we could have 2 or 3 teams on the go here. So if we get mostly successes, who's got command to play about with this?
I do. Thankfully.
I think I have something to do with command.
No, I don't. I'm 16.
Mouse really should.
No,
I'll
I
have to
don't.
look into that.
I
Just-
do have
just for his-
officer on deck.
I think
Yeah,
Mouse
we could roll
struggles commanding his own fucking legs.
Well, just for his squad of Ogryns, if nothing else.
Oh, God, I feel...
So what would I do on that, Phil?
God, that must be a terrible roll.
It's passed. That's fine.
Pass.
I was gonna say,
That's my first command check. Yes.
Anyone with air of authority can use command, can't they? Or there's something to do with.
I'd be using command at base, but I don't know how officer on deck would affect that. +5 command on board any spacecraft.
I was going to say, all of you who don't have command and would like to
I
contribute
just
to
add
this, give me
I just had a
yeah.
5 in the modifier there.
to everyone else, give me a flat fellowship roll.
Wait, does nobody else have command?
Yes, his fellowship. I'm surprised that he got that. My fellowship's 33.
Dear,
What the hell?
Mouse's fellowship is an equal number to his intelligence.
Oh, damn.
Dear, oh dear. Okay.
That's a massive foul, even at that intelligence. So, me and Phil have already passed that test.
I was going to say, I feel like our new missionary who's always been here, I swear, could be down on decks with the flamethrower would be pretty fucking inspiring. Give me a fellowship at a +20 from Conrad. See if we can recover that. Oh dear.
Fate.
Much better. Okay, fair enough. With that in mind,
And I can always do some lone actions, hunting them down and such, if you get what I mean.
yeah. Fuck it. Let's go for. Yeah, look for one more roll. I think. Give us I'll stick with fellowship. I think at a +20.
Oh, is that me, sir?
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh,
gonna be sort of a coordinating teams and that sort of
Yeah.
sort of end of things.
Fellowship up plus what, sorry?
+20. Just pass it.
I'd have been better off with a fellowship of plus 20 than a commander plus minus 10.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Bloody hell. That's the last thing I expected, even with plus 20.
I know, right? Okay.
You rolled a
That-
3.
that's
Take
good
it
then.
down.
Congratulations. You will not be adding an orc infestation to your ship complications. Okay. However, problem being, since that was a particularly shit roll, we'll be rolling in the nasty one for roll number 5. Who wants to take the responsibility of that?
Yeet! D100.
100. Oh, there we go.
Never mind.
Scroll.
84.
On the bad
Ah.
table.
Is that an Ouch Town one?
Uh,
I feel like that would be an Ouch Town.
scrolls.
Well, it's technically 64, isn't it? So I hope it's not too bad.
Okay. I'm going to roll. Interesting.
Mm.
Okay. Fair enough then. Jack. After a fairly standard sort of day, you know, get back to your bunk or your room or whatever. Coincidentally, what sort of room would Theodore have given Jack?
Probably just a bed and somewhere to hang my axe.
Fair enough then. Get back to your bunk, your bed, your general quarters. You find a large tome. It doesn't look very. Doesn't look like anything you've ever seen in the chapel. Let's put it that way, and would appear to be bound in some sort of flesh.
It's the
I was about
Necronomicon.
to make that reference, you fucker.
I'm reading Lovecraft as we speak.
No one read it. I'm just gonna slowly back the fuck out of the room and call for some help regarding what the hell this is.
A priest.
Yeah, I'm gonna call everyone. Everyone, get the hell in here. There's some weird ass fleshy book. Actually, I'll call everyone a set mouse. I'm worried mouse would try and read from it.
Do you really think Mouse could read?
I wouldn't like to take the risk.
I'm pretty sure Mouse isn't even literate.
Oh,
I'm
that's
pretty
fine.
sure with a book covered in flesh, you wouldn't need to read it. It would probably speak to you.
Yeah, Mouse doesn't have literacy. He'd be safe.
Well, we know who we're sending in to deal with it.
Mouse, you first.
Well, we do have someone who's trained in the art of preaching and all things emperor worthy.
I mean, the one who's always been there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one.
The one. I summoned the one who's always been here. Whose
I hope
name I
it's-
forget.
I hope there's nothing of value in your room.
Is
It's a bed. It's literally a bed. So
has Mouse also been summoned?
everyone's been summoned. Just fuck it.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
All right, yeah. Conrad will appear. With some adepts trailing with incense and quietly chanting litanies and so on and so forth. And I guess we're trying to identify the tome.
Fair enough. Give me a Forbidden Lore Heresy roll, please.
With the captain, like to give me a +10 on this.
Captain!
Captain, my lord, hello.
He says yes.
Oh, god damn it, reroll. Fucking terrible today, god damn.
That would be.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well,
I
you're not entirely sure what it is, but it's definitely from the demonic forces, the ruinous powers, shall we say?
Okay.
Mouse kind of
I
shrugs
will-
and says, "Chuck it in the engines."
He'll begin incinerating.
I'm just gonna say we're not put it in the fucking airlock because no, because I can see that causing some problems. Can we just like seal off this entire room and just like leave it alone?
Ah, the dwarf
just-
wanted a
just-
solution.
Do we want that on our ship?
I mean,
I'd literally just said he's begun burning it.
does it burn though?
It does. Fair enough.
With enough Promethean, anything can burn.
Is
What's
this?
it
Are we
smell
burning
like?
it in place, or
Does it smell like chicken?
does it need to be taken somewhere to be burned?
Like, I'm not going in that room again after
Are you,
this.
are you going to risk touching it?
Well, I've got an idea, and I kind of want to do it.
I
We
don't
just
like
picked
this.
up a load of expendables.
So, I
I-
basically want
I-
Mouse to
Oh,
like
God.
spear it with his bayonet.
That's fair, but Kilsum did say he's already begun burning it.
Okay,
in
fair
the
enough.
present tense, so I will.
Mouse
honor
is supposed to
that.
roast it.
Fair enough.
It's kind
So-
of like the mouse, toddler. Oh, I'm not touching it. Not touching it.
He just licks it.
So yes, before any of you can sort of really do much about it, Karen literally just like brings the flamer up, some sort of little litany of some sort, and literally just start torching fucking Jack's room.
That's fair.
Okay, fair enough. Then.
Once Conrad's finished, he'll give a last litany to Jack very specifically. You don't know whether he's accusing you of anything. Probably get that kind of vibe from a priest, but he'll say, "Discipline a heretic, and he'll be loyal for a moment. Put him to the flame, and he'll be loyal for the rest of his life." And then he and his adepts will trail off back to the chapel.
No, I shall applaud him as he leaves. Being the faithful emperor botherer I am.
Can I shoot him?
Sure,
have you.
roll ballistics.
No. Can't believe that.
Oh, what's that? Your old talk. You don't
Yeah,
want
no,
to shoot
my
the guy
luck.
with the flamer. Okay.
No.
Okay then.
So I don't know how the stats work when you're gun yet. So God forbid. Not what you use on the rounds.
Okay then.
Knowing his luck, this will be the one roll he fucking aces and he blows up the fucking tank.
Like I destroy the ship somehow.
Okay. So
I summon an underling to go into the room to check that this book is completely destroyed.
oh yeah, I mean like there's a vague metal bed frame left, but otherwise, yeah, the place is scorched completely.
So I'm gonna ask
Cool.
for a new room and find somewhere else to sleep.
No.
As Lucia walks past
Yeah.
Jack, she'll make the comment of, "Your rooms never look so tidy," and walk off.
Ha.
There was literally just a bed in there. That's all there was.
Cool.
Not with you there.
Moving on.
Yeah, I give him a new, slightly nicer room, but with no bookshelves.
Fair enough. Roll number 6.
Yeah, I'll do it. D100.
All is well. Very nice. Roll number
Ah,
7.
nice.
I'm a glorious person.
There we go.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Another book.
I don't like it when Phil says interesting.
A hidden
never
still
interesting.
is discovered in the lower decks, amongst a massive storeroom of stockpiled gut rot and a long dead senior tech priest.
God damn it, Mouse. What have you been hiding?
What? Who? What?
I'm blaming Mouse for this.
Yeah, you'll find records of if you happen to look, you would find records of this tech priest sort of being long missing for about 50 plus years. Nobody knew quite where he went. Apparently, he had a massive still on the go.
Is
Mine.
the what quality is the rot gut of having aged 50 years?
Absolutely
I don't-
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, genuinely, like not it's a low roll, so it's not bullshit on. If you happen to
Yeah.
distribute around, or stock it in the bar, for example, Whatever you feel.
I was going to say I would give a. What would it come in barrels or in bottles or?
Bit of both. Some of it's in barrels, some of it's already bottled up, ready for use. A little bit of everything.
I shall lean
nice
over. I shall lean over to our captain and go, "Look, Captain, might it be a good idea to name this particular beverage after our dear long lost?"
That's what I was going to do.
All right, I'll shut up.
So, yeah, I was literally about to do that.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I'll stop role playing.
Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah. So we bottle it up as ye old man vintage. Whatever it is, it's still liquid.
It's still a liquid. That's on the bottle.
You're not entirely sure, but it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I give a bottle to the family, stock 3 bottles behind the bar, with proceeds from them going to the family, and then keep some bottles for the for my personal collection and the officers' mess.
Fair enough. I'm gonna call that 2 morale then, because I'm that nice.
What's that?
Fair enough. What roll are we on now? That was
9.
roll 7 now. Don't try. Fuck off.
I don't know. I had lost count. So I
Clearly.
thought it was actually legit 9.
Roll 7. Who wants it?
Nope.
Wait, wasn't roll 6 the one that we got a 6 on?
Oh, yeah, it was.
6. Sorry, roll 8. My apologies. Yes.
I was 1 off.
Nice.
All is well. Wow, you're wasting literally all the good rolls on this. Fair enough. Roll 9. Who wants it?
It went
okay.
so well last
One
time.
more.
No, no, fuck off. I've rolled once. Yeah.
Jesus. 73.
Why you do this?
Oh boy.
God damn it, Conrad.
Dear, no, we'll definitely.
And
Won't
he's
do that
always
one.
been
I'm
here.
going to pick a slightly different one than that. That's just that's asking for
That
trouble
bad?
right there. Yeah,
Oh boy.
I'm not even going to tell you what it is. Just so
I
I can
wanna know
save
what
it
it
for
is
later.
now.
But
Well, Was it going to involve I can't even remember the pet
Don't
Garlock's
say
name
it.
now.
Don't say it.
no.
Don't give him ideas.
No. It would be a
Like
little
50
bit
odd.
campaign altering. I think might be the way of describing it.
Okay.
I'm going to just pass on that one.
And Mouse becomes the new leader. What's happening?
The age is
Everyone
50 years.
sprouts fucking wings.
93. It's just interesting. No, it's not.
It's gonna be shit either way, isn't it? So if we get any more fucking statues, I swear to God.
No, you don't be getting more statues.
As long as the navigator doesn't die.
Fair enough. The walls start oozing blood, shipwide, slowly filling up every room on deck. Then just as it reaches the ceiling and you start choking, and you find yourself, waking in shock in your bed or at your station later that day. You have no idea how you got there or what happened the last few hours. A few hours later, it's discovered that one of the water reservoirs has had its water replaced with blood. Lose 1d5 morale.
Ouch.
There is, in fact, an Onion article just for this eventuality.
So, Kilsim, he who rolled it, will roll again, I guess, for the effect.
What was the roll? Sorry, 1d5.
D5, yeah.
D5. Okay.
at least 2 morale. So that's the thing backed up. Cool. And for the last roll, who wants it?
Mouse. I say mouse.
Mouse him.
Okay, I appear to have been nominated once more.
And on a high note, I hope. Not bad.
Middle of the road, it'll do.
Gravity reverses suddenly for Falar. Lose 3 population, or people are crushed by the sudden flip. And lose 2 morale because it created one hell of a mess.
How many pop did we gain on Malaysia?
200?
You're back below 80.
So we got some crew and then they all died.
Yeah,
Perfectly
basically.
balanced. We gain them, we lose them.
Haven't you ever heard of that old saying? The GM giveth, and the GM giveth away.
Oh god, I know what I
Take-
should have posted for
Yeah,
the
take
blood
it.
thing. The elevator opening in The Shining.
Oh, God, yeah, that would have been perfect, actually.
Fuck.
But that was rusty water. What are you talking about?
Or was it?
They had to say it was rusty water to get the to be allowed to be shown in cinemas. Fun fact.
Rusty water, wink.
Yeah.
Okay, so after a kill sim check thingy, Discord, yeah. After a rather arduous, well, actually, no, honestly, compared to the last month-long trip, this one was fairly
Yeah.
chill, really. Let's be real. He's arrived back at the edge of Footfall. Worth pointing out, over the last month or so, you haven't heard anything about Lucius. And anytime you sort of send anybody down to check or ask on him, you got like what would appear to be a different tech adept every single time, giving you a very rushed and obviously feeling very empowered by whatever authority told him to go tell you to fuck off.
I assume.
Hmm?
I assume because he's in the med bay, he's hooked up to all kinds of shit. So when the gravity reversed, he kind of stayed put for the most part.
I was going to say he's been down to the med bay to look, but he hasn't been in the med bay for a good while.
He's on the roof.
The tech priest presumably shuffled him away somewhere to do whatever they do.
Manufacturer.
But yes, gonna say so for the big final approach up to Footfall, who's going to be on the bridge, seeing the sights of what could be classed as civilization again.
Is Footfall a place we originally took off from?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'll go up to the bridge.
Fair enough. Oh, actually,
Yeah, nah, miss me with that shit. I need to clean blood off my gun cutter.
okay, fair enough.
Oh, fucking hell.
Gilslim? Gilslim,
Yeah, I'm here.
gonna do the thing.
Yes.
Do the thing.
Oh, okay. So I guess on the approach to Footfall, what would there be? Would it be that alarming? Would there be some sort of intruder alarm? I'm not sure.
Probably not. No. But doors would open the bridge and clink, clinky, clink, clink, right? That sort of thing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so a somewhat familiar sight would come through the main doors of the bridge. Although it's a lot taller, and it seems to glide with some weird, unnatural grace as it is apparently gliding on. How many? It's got 4 legs, hasn't it?
Yeah, 4 limbs, yeah.
4 legs, so it's raised to about 7-8 foot tall. It looks like a tech priest for the most part. I'm not sure. I guess in the familiar voice of Lucius, he would say, "I am returned." His face is completely gone at this point. It's I've updated his profile pic. It's just this. It's completely covered in metal at this stage. Like all the once exposed flesh is completely covered up by like a metal plate of some description, and his mechadendrites look a bit slimmer and sleeker and stuff. Although his bionic implant is still terrible and makes a hell of a lot of noise. That probably would have given it away before him coming through the door, I imagine.
You're not sure if the was the sort of the door opening or something else. Yeah.
Mouse just stares at him for a long moment and kind of squints and then says, "Did you do something with your hair?"
As Lucia sees him on her way out, back out the bridge to go and get ready for football, she'll just look at him and go, "It's going to cost you a fortune in shoes, you delinquent." Smile a bit and walk out.
I guess it would be running very cold, cynical analysis. Like, I'd imagine the terms of a delinquent. I don't meet that definition. I'm sure malignant narcissist would be more appropriate. What a fool!
I shall just chortle and walk off.
Great. Now I've got 2 of them in masks.
Fair enough.
Anybody else want a full face mask?
We just like 5-minute break to get drinks and stuff. Then we'll do footfall and get on to the next bit because shockingly, I wasn't expecting another fucking month in the warp.
No, nobody expects another month in the warp.
Yeah, be right back.
Yeah. Wait, drinks.
Yeah. Cool.
I fucking hate people so much. Oh, fucking hell.
I'm back.
Back.
Heyo.
I'm also back.
Okay. So, while we're in football, is anybody going to be trying to do any acquisitions?
I would like to attempt to get my hands on the 2 power swords.
Anybody else going to be trying any?
Give me a moment.
No worries.
Oh, Killslim will be. I don't really need any acquisitions, but
I am big.
on our way in, can I ask something?
Of course.
Yep. On our way in, did we happen to see the Inquisitor ship in orbit?
You did not.
Okay. I shall. The one thing I'm going to do. Welcome back. Is I'm going to find my local contact in football and relay them a message to send back about what I've been doing and what we've managed to do so far. And I shall go and see if I can find out if the Inquisitor is still in town.
Sure. I will tell you, found it pretty quickly that he's not. Ship's gone, so. Yeah.
No worries. So I'll just do the message back about what's been happening.
No worries.
I'm back.
I'd also like to note, while everyone's here, try and get the Hardy talent, because that was the difference between a 3-month recovery or a 3-week recovery for Lucius.
Yep, that's why we rolled up the extra card. We literally only noticed. Oh, sorry, Killsman only noticed the party talent earlier today. Like literally earlier today, like after backup character was rolled up. So.
Well,
Yeah, so rank 5 talent for me.
And to be fair, at the same time, if that crazy warp roll hadn't happened, we would have at least got a couple sessions out of him. But hey ho, warp happens, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of
What
glad we
happens,
did because of
happens.
how wonderful his rolls were.
Okay, so while we're in port, let's say who wants to do acquisitions? Who wants to do what? Okay, we know
Do I really try and get
Sandwich
my
is after a couple of
swords?
power swords because he mentions that.
Actually,
every
I
5
will
minutes.
go and inquire if there's any news as to when he'll be back.
Okay, no worries. Who would you try and check that with?
Well, I'd ask Scythia's advice first, of course.
Of course, that's an annoyingly good response. Fair enough. Fair enough. Because honestly, I can't really think exactly who you would ask such a crazy thing. Because who wants to know when Inquisitors are coming back unless they've got something nefarious up in mind? Which in this case, obviously, isn't true. But it says she put out some feelers and see what the deal is.
Thank you very much.
Lucius would like to make acquisitions unless anyone else has anything.
Well, there's a couple of power swords we need. Sandwich's been like Gurn and Mayor off to get. So, let's see, our weapons. Come on, PDF, please work. There we go. So power sword, Meridian, very rare availability, and you want 2 of them.
Yeah, ideally, but if I can get hold of one.
Right, okay.
So the answer was yes, but actually no.
So are you going to ask Scythia to do this for you, or are you going to do it yourself?
I see if it, because my luck with this would probably be just as good as last time.
Didn't we figure out that I was better with these?
Did we?
What was it?
Okay, it's all right. It's okay. So how are you going to ask Scythia to waste, or potentially waste, 1d10 days of her very valuable time looking for a couple of power swords?
Can you please leave some passwords to me? I could.
I'd say once more with feeling there, Sandwich.
So give me a fellowship roll at a -20.
Oh, I've already lost it.
Yeah, not happening.
Yeah,
You can spend your own time.
I'll spend my own time then.
Fair enough. Roll inquiry at a minus. No. Inquiry at a -10.
Shall I re-roll that?
Can.
That's great. Oh, fuck's sake.
Cool. You spend for -3. I'm gonna spend. I'm just gonna say you spend like a full week, trying to find a power sword, like even a power sword, to absolutely no avail. Okay. Lucius is wanting a test.
Yeah.
What are you after?
So, I think I can skip the Stormbolter, seeing as I've got a pulse rifle, and that's decent enough for the moment.
Okay.
First off, I'd like sub-skin armor implants, which is very rare. And I would like, once again, to try and get myself a refractor field, which is also very rare. So I'll be making a combined acquisition roll.
Okay. That bumps it up by 1 stage, doesn't it? Or was it?
I think it just it uses the rarest
okay.
availability.
Okay.
So it'll be very rare.
Okay then. Fair enough. So that is
Using Scythia because Lucius doesn't have commerce or anything.
fair enough. And how are you going to try and persuade her to spend 1d10 days of her time in port looking for your stuff? What wonderful convincing argument are you going to try and put forward?
Weirdly, he would put forward a joke at first, and he would say, "This is my get well present for sustaining an autocannon shot to the head." And he would say, "Haha, no, that was a joke. Did you see?" But following my last injury, I would like to remain tougher in the field if I'm forced to make more risky moves, such as the one that I took.
Fine.
My survivability is key to this party.
And it's Chief Engine Series. Yeah, okay, fine. Fellowship, I'll give you a +10.
Reroll. Yes!
Nice. Okay, fair enough.
Glory, yes.
Obviously, that doesn't guarantee it, because if they still have to do the rolls themselves, but there's a bit of an eye roll of sorts and recognition of your rank on the ship. So, okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear. You know what? I'll be nice. She does have fate points. Given that was a 100. There we go.
Yeah!
Cool. She comes across a particular dealer that may have these things and spends 10. Ah, cool. She finds it in 3 days. Okay, so
Nice.
she's located the goods, and we're rolling. Okay. Current profit factor is what's current profit factor? 40. I've actually got it in the character sheet. Got to put it on.
Hold on.
Right, it's 42. Is that right? I vaguely remember putting it in somebody's profit factor.
42? I thought it was 52.
Oh, let me double
I've
check.
got 52 on my sheet.
Yeah, 52. Okay. Okay, but because there's already been a oh no, there hasn't actually been an acquisition roll done, so yeah, it's flat. Congratulations! After some dealings and whatnot. Oh no, shit. No, still pass. Still pass. Congrats, you're now the new owner of some subskin armor and tractor field.
Weirdly, Lucius would be emitting all sorts of joyous noises, and he would relay his compliments to Sith. How long would surgery on the subskin armor take, by the way? Because it doesn't say in the description.
I got a page reference for that just to.
Page 151, core rulebook.
Cool. Damn. pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna call it like another like full week affair.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
Oh, can I ask something?
of course.
Has Scythia come up with any different types of ammo for me?
I mean, I completely forgot about that. Do you want to just like top up what you have?
We said we do that auto, but occasionally she might come up with some different stuff if she hears it.
All right.
If she hears of it, it's not, not like I ask for it every week, on the travels if she comes across any kind of thing.
Let's see.
Nothing too important, just a little thing. If she happens to find any.
Nothing this time around.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, the other thing is there like an office of the Inquisition or something in football?
Probably, yeah. I imagine there'd probably be some sort of representative. Yeah.
Cool. You know what I said to you I was going to say?
Yeah.
I'm going to write that on a note.
Okay.
Take the item to the office. Securely lock it.
Yeah.
Well, so it can be opened, obviously, but and ask if this could possibly be passed to the Inquisitor, and I'll say his name, and I'll open it so they can see there's nothing malign about it or anything.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
Okay.
Pass on due course, all that sort of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and
Cool.
sign of the Aquila and all that thing.
You have what can only be described as a seamless transaction with the Inquisition, which doesn't happen very often.
Ooh, I'm happy.
Yeah.
More than happy.
I was going to say that's like accomplishment for the entire crew right there, Fair enough. So, let's get the crew topped up and get cracking again.
I would actually like to do a thing as well.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Is it possible to upgrade my mounted hellgun from being a common to good or even best?
Yes, that's the Lucius would have the capability of doing that in his lab.
Okay.
It's-
Would it be easier given that we're on, with the facilities of a planet at his disposal? Or is that just we can do that anytime?
It's more. I think it's more like an expertise thing rather than needing any extensive resources. So
Okay.
it can be done anytime. If there's week Lucius isn't getting some sort of augmentation done to him, I'm sure it could be squeezed in then.
The next
Okay,
journey
we'll save that for later then.
Sweet.
And I think I'd have a cast around for a new cloak as I give mine away. Miss the flappy, showy nature of them.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's probably some sort of boutique of some sort that would be appropriate for a rogue trader such as yourself to be visiting and gracing with your presence.
Mhm.
What kind of flavorful cloak would you be after?
I don't know, either flashy or like I've been having a flick through some of the things, and all I can find is chameleon, or night cloak.
Oh,
So-
that sort of acquisition. Okay.
Yeah, why not? Or something that's like recognizable as like Oh, that's a very fancy cloak.
Well, you played Halo, right?
Mhm.
You know the active camouflage. That's basically what the chameleon line clothes look like
Ah, sweet.
when activated. I guess. I was gonna
Rare.
silly question. Chameleon line cloaks don't get like activated as such. It's just that they don't like have the full effect until you sort of sit still with them, right?
Yeah, they kind of the way they're described in.
So you count as being one range bracket further away if I'm completely still.
Yeah.
And plus 20 to concealment. Or the night cloak is entirely black. Emits no heat.
Only if you're like zipped up in it. That's only because it's let's see. It's to use physics term, it's a perfect black body.
So it's basically the perfect thing for sneaking around Hogwarts at night.
Potter. Sam, would you be better at that?
The Cameline cloak will probably be better for you, or a fancier version of it.
Yeah.
Because then if you needed to hide from anything, you can use the Cameline cloak, spread it around you, and get a lot more bonus from it.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have a plain, boring one like I have. There'd be something about it.
Yeah, it would be mostly for show, but with the occasional perk. I'm not the most stealthy character. Actually, I'm really, really not stealthy.
Okay. Roll commerce for me.
Commerce.
Yes. -10.
-10.
Yep.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Fair enough.
It's better.
It's better, but not quite good enough. That's it. The boutique owner makes extensive apologies to you that the last Cameline cloak you had was sold to one Lord Captain Whimsit.
God damn it, Whimsit.
Nice choice, Phil.
Thank you.
Kudos.
Fine, I take the finest normal cloak that they have available, and go off to send a message
To your usual contact.
to my usual contact with detailing my exploits and heroism.
Fantastic.
And try and find an exploding top hat to send.
Yeah. Don't forget about the fainting spell you had.
So, okay.
Oh, I gloss over that. I'm gonna. In fact, yeah, I gloss over the whole incident.
Fair enough. So, whenever you make your way back to the ship, there's annoyingly when you get back to the ship, it's your grandfather is requesting your presence or for a dinner to discuss a family matter.
He's on footfall.
Yeah, he's his ship's docked up at the minute, getting some whatever's being done to it. So.
Well, I check the shoulder bindings on my new cloak and head on down.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but so you sit down with a lovely meal, catch up. What parts of your recent trip will you be telling grandfather?
I'll be saying them we hunted down that mercenary group and dispatched with them. We successfully carried out our primary mission of escorting the prisoners to the penal world. I would sadly inform him of the sad loss of our esteemed shipmate.
Of course.
I'm sure he's
Probably heard
heartbroken.
of him. Yeah.
Old Crusty Joe.
That's the one. But rarely now the crewman can't go without a good crusty.
Especially in navigating.
But yes.
And, and then I'm guessing it's towards the. It's like is it like a dinner or a what?
Just it's a casual dinner. It's just yourselves. So as soon as you've done doing all that, right, grandfather will turn and say, "Well, I have a family matter for you. There's been a little, shall we say, long time quibble with the administratum, revolving an inheritance. It was my great grandfather that caused this quibble. The family used to have a small space station in the expanse, and it's been untouched for centuries because, well, we didn't have rights to it anymore because of bureaucracy and other nonsense. However, that is all cleared up, and as it's eventually going to be yours someday, I'm giving you the job of seeing what state it's in, whether it's salvageable or not. The last time the family fleet was out there was, see, I'm sort of checking note, sort of year beside 379 years.
If only Joe was here. Wait, no, he was only like 100 and something.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, of course, I'd be honoured to seek out and reclaim the family space station.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, might I propose a toast, and I would wave over my underling that's been waiting diligently and present to him the beverages pilfered from Lucia's quarters.
Fair enough. Yeah, so the rest of the meal goes fine. It's all fairly generic stuff. Asks you how your progress with the bet's going, and I'm sure what you want to tell him in regards to that. But yeah.
What do I want to do? I mean, we've not really got much the way of like awe-inspiring acquisitions other than the Imperial Rosette. But I think I'll
Fair enough.
keep that one in the back pocket.
Okay.
For now.
In which case, sure, there's not odds of proof on it. Wasn't expecting anything particularly major. He's been gone, what, about 2.5 months at this point?
Mhm.
Oh, hang on, he did 640. I've got 645 days left. It's close enough to that. Still plenty of time, actually, in all fairness. Okay. He's sure, he says, "Oh, don't worry. The minions will handle the paperwork, and we'll have the coordinates sent to the ship." Dinner ends and going back. I was gonna say, you're able to rustle up some crew in town, and I'll put you back up to 95 crew, and the sort of minimal shore leave for the crew that are deserving of shore leave, of course, we'll bump that back up to 95 as well. So crew and morale with 95.
Huzzah.
Indeed. So, all fresh and ready to go. Your navigator will inform you that best way to get to the station is taking a warp route to Corpse Fortune, and then out from there.
Corpse Fortune sounds like a wonderful place to visit.
I know, right? Okay. Unless anyone else get anything to add, we will get this on the way.
If the trip is long enough, I'd like to incorporate the quality upgrade into it, if it's possible.
Of course. So that's 11 days for this. Let's do the warp rolls. We'll see where we're at. Have a fun. Honestly, we didn't quite get to what I wanted to do, sort of time-wise. So I might just get you here, and then we'll start off in full swing next week, and it will be shit hitting the fan from step one. Because I was not expecting another month in warp. That sort of sucks up a little bit of time, whether you want it to or not.
Kind of works out. I need to be gone by like 10 to 10, so works out.
In that case, that will work. This will work out just lovely tonight. So, okay, that's not too bad. I think we're only adding a tiny bit of time for that. It's 1 degree. Failure. Oof, that's 3 times the duration I had set, so that's going to be another month in the warp. Would you like to reroll that?
I say yeah.
Yes.
Yes, well, like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure.
Oh, fucking
Yeah,
hell.
that's why not.
Oh, damn it. Okay. That's going to be 44 days in warp. Christ.
Rip.
That navigator needs to be taken out back in his shop.
When we get back.
We'll find a new one and then do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Leave him in an airlock.
44. We'll just call that 11 rolls. I can't be asked to do any more than that. Sorry, 20. We'll call it 12 rolls. Okay, so let's do this again. Okay.
Should I go first again?
Yep. Who wants the first one? All is well. We'll start off on a strong note. Roll 2.
I'll do this. Oh!
Damn it, mouse.
I was
Okay,
counting on my
we'll
back
keep Gilson's for
roll.
roll 3.
I'll go for 4.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, 93. Since first one was good, we'll do this in the smaller one. The twists below deck have become wild and unruly. They recently sent your twist catcher to the Medicaid bay with multiple bite marks and lacerations. Roll command at a -10 to organize a task force to punish them for their insurrection.
Oh, this sounds like a job for Mouse.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you. I can't be asked. So we'll give you fucking command at +30.
I don't need every bit of it because my command is 11.
Oh shit. Okay. Well.
I'm going to use my second fate point there. Reroll that again. Yes!
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Fantastic. So Mouse and the boys had a pretty good time beating up the muty scum below decks. All is well. What kind
This is
of?
basically
Scum.
I was going to say
Ogryn R&R.
what kind of souvenir would Mouse be after from a mutant? Like a wing or a tail or a tooth
Scalp.
or
It'll be like, necklace of
What
hands
teeth?
or something. I don't know, something gruesome like that.
A necklace of hands.
Yeah.
fantastic.
A bracelet of teeth.
Rough that
Earring
one.
of ears. I mean,
Long overdue
And they'd
stock
all,
take.
of course, be, deformed and twisted-looking hands.
Oh, nice.
Obviously.
Apparently, there's a lot of hidden booze in this ship. Kilson Fierce, a long overdue stock take unearths a wine cellar beneath some crates of dried grox meats. Inside, you find several large bottles of ancient, high-quality Amazec. Congratulations!
How long
Cool.
does it last?
It's
What about Cap?
it's a it's I mean it's a wine cellar apparently. It says several bottles of high quality, so it's literally several bottles. So I think that's for the executive staff only. I would assume. Okay. Next roll. Let's keep it going. I think we're doing pretty well tonight. We're getting this down to fine art. Okay. I think it's time for something a bit nastier. Oh, nice. In an instant, everyone aboard the ship is struck blind, no matter how you see, physically, cybernetically, or biologically. All rendered sightless by the whims of the warp. Panic grips your blinded crew, panic that worsens once it becomes clear that something stalks the halls of the ship.
We've had this one before.
Not quite, no. The crew report sounds of footsteps, screams, doors opening and closing, but their requests for identification are met only with an angry silence. Within a day, everyone's sight returns again. You never find out what stalked the ship, but there are savaged and broken bodies of your helpless crew.
I
Yeah, we
feel
had
like
this
we
last
have
time,
had
didn't we?
this.
We've
we've
definitely
had
had
this
this one.
exact one before.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
It's happened again.
Nam flashbacks.
Yeah, it has happened again.
Oh, fuck.
We've been here before.
There's one corral for that last one. Another shit roll. So, the demon's back in the bridge and wants to play another game of Regicide.
God, we're getting all the old classics tonight.
Apparently so.
Hmm.
Well, he is familiar with
So-
the ship,
Any-
isn't he?
Who is good with Regicide?
So-
I'm
So
sure I set one of you to practicing.
So once again, you hear the sound of 1,000 starving children screaming. A large spindly demon manifests in the bridge, and it sort of looks around the bridge and it's like, "Here again."
Right, no.
And points at Constantine and says, "Would you like another game?"
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I think Mouse, having learned
No.
nothing, is going to do the thing
No,
he did last
no.
time and basically run at it and try and stab it.
Nice.
And
Once again, there's a rather petrified crewman with a bayonet, sort of like 3 inches in front, lodged into the thing 3 inches in front of his face. The console 3 inches in front of his face. Who would like to play Regicide with the Demon?
Lucius, I think this is your kind of game.
Can I just say I'm kind of sad that Lucia's alternative character isn't here at the moment, because that would be funny.
Okay, I guess Lucius is summoned to the bridge then.
I think Lucius is the only one smart enough to take on this demon.
Will you lose another 5% of the crew? Okay. So the demon will sort of talk to Lucius and say, "Are you the one who will be challenging me to a game of Regicide this occasion?"
Indeed, your metal will be tested.
And what will be the wager?
I guess he would look worryingly at Constantine for a moment.
Mouse, can we have your mutant hands for this?
Wait, you want me to? Oh, what?
As a
the game
wager.
called again?
He says, "If I win,
Oh, the hands, the necklace of hands. Sure, okay. Reluctantly, he'd kind of go, okay, sure.
the demon says, if I win, I will be taking another 5% of your crew. They were most delicious last time."
May I propose something that would be perhaps more appealing?
Go on.
May I propose my captain's firstborn?
What?
There probably already is one.
I mean, it's pretty demon anyway, so.
I mean, I've grown quite fond of Mouse.
you see the demon, like, it doesn't have a beard, but it's sort of stroking its chin with its big ethereal pointy spindly fingers. Like, intriguing.
You would say over the Vox in Rogue Trader Cant to his captain, worry not, Captain, you can acquire another child in the future.
You probably have so many about the galaxy.
Yeah, can I roll something to see if I have one? I might have one.
You don't have
What, a
one.
sterility test?
You don't have one.
A sterile test, it needs to be.
No, I'm not willing to sacrifice my one of my kin. I have absolute confidence in Lucius in this matter, but just in case, I better not gamble with my grandfather's great grandchild.
Okay. So what are you wagering then? 5% of the crew?
Have it the wine.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I don't think a demon has much use for wine.
You
was
don't
gonna
know,
say-
he might.
you don't know that.
It's eating 5% of our crew.
That's demon logic, yes.
Fair enough. You offer the wine, it waves its hand, and a demonic bottle of what would appear to be blood appears, and it chugs it.
Oh, can I offer him the entire water thing full of blood?
That's
So
fine.
you cleared that out weeks ago.
Ah, I don't remember giving that order.
That's not an order you would have to give. That's an order that would happen.
I know that demons are very sentimental because Lucius now has forbidden law war.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm not going to make you roll
And
on it
they're
because of the type of content this is.
Yeah, they're very sentimental and strange, and he would offer perhaps the bones of a man who's never seen the stars.
Curious. So be it. I hope this game will be worth my time. The last one was unsatisfying, even if the souls were.
Delicious.
Okay, so we'll be rolling 3 times, 3 logic tests, and whichever one of the two of you gets the most degrees of success wins.
Is my Lord Captain going to give me going to order me to do well?
Yes, do well.
Okay, I'm
Take
going to get
it
that
plus
plus 10.
10.
Okay, opposed roll number 1. Oh, nice.
Suck
So
it.
Damon is currently at 0.6. I'm pretty sure it's impossible at this point. Yes. That's not even enough. So, yeah, nice. The demon,
Finish him.
the demon looks a little perturbed that it's lost, but is nonetheless very satisfied with the game of Rage side. You appear to have given it a challenge that a challenge for once. By the way, roll a d5.
Oh, fuck you.
One corruption point. You don't play
Hey.
games with the ruinous powers.
It's my first corruption point.
One,
I mean, that's not bad for a man with spider legs.
I was just going to say, one of many to come.
Fair enough. So it was the game, and it's like, what favor would you ask of me then? Prize.
I believe last time it was something to do with an engine upgrade.
Of sorts, but this time, I mean, if you've already been negotiating, so if you want to negotiating something you feel a demon would possibly be able to offer you, I have no problems in trying.
Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker.
Lucius is going to say...
Safe passage through the warp.
Shut up, you two.
God damn it.
I guess he'll say... can you aid the ship by implementing yourself into the cogitator or a weapon? A turret, for example?
Demon turret.
That sounds, mildly heretical, but who am I to say?
It's okay, the priest isn't here.
The demon ponders for a second and says, it is possible. Where would be your preference?
Jamaica.
He would speak in trade account. Lucius would speak in trade account over the Vox again and ask... a specific channel directly to Lord Constantine, not one that's shared with the major party, with the wider party.
Mm-hmm.
My lord, where would you like the demon implemented?
Jesus Christ.
Let me just consult my internal map of the ship.
I was pondering the cogitator. Or perhaps the engines.
Or the honking big land battery.
I low-key want a fucking demon turret on the cutter now.
I mean, the engines would mean less time in the warp. Surely.
But it would also mean you have a demon in control of your engines.
Not necessarily in control.
This is considered an oath of service.
That's different. Demons keep their word.
They do a lot of things, but they don't lie.
Oh, they're tricky as fuck, but in this case, it will do what it needs to. Go on, TikTok.
So yeah, I would suggest the engines, but I would leave it to the capable hands of my resident tech priest.
Okay. I guess Lucius
He won the game, so he can.
Lucius would say the lance battery would benefit most from your skills.
It grins.
Yeah, that'll work.
You see it sort of grin a little bit. So it shall be. And you see it sort of vanish off the bridge. One of the consoles nearby, one of the sort of weapons monitoring stations, notices a significant upgrade in power flow, and you wager that the weapon possibly has a little bit more oomph, giving it 1 extra damage.
Cool. Excellent.
Nice.
And on a lance, which is armor ignoring, that's pretty fucking significant. So your lance battery is now doing a D10 plus 5 instead of a D10 plus 4. I like armor ignoring weapons, don't you? Okay. We'll do what roll was that? It was roll 4? No.
That
Something like
was
that. 5.
1, 2.
5.
Yeah, it was roll 5. Okay. Roll 6.
6
Let's
more.
Halfway. So we'll call this the last one for tonight, and then we'll start off with 6, and then we'll get stuck in with the real content that these horrendous warp travels have delayed on us. Okay, last one. Who wants it?
Fuck it.
Nice. All is well. No, sorry, no. This
Well, you already said it too late.
This is one you've actually had before, funny enough. With an almighty wallop, the ship tilts to one side, followed by a clinking sound. To everyone's amazement, the ship is now riddled with tiny black pearls of exquisite rarity.
I do not touch the pearl.
Mouse, come touch these pearls.
He totally would if he's been asked to. Then sure, okay.
Would you like to allow the crew to keep them?
No.
We're not putting them in the airlock or at the fucking windows, are we? What?
Okay.
Can we check what these are?
Theodore, give me
We know what they are.
Theodore, give
I
me
know what they are.
Give me a flat command check, please.
Well, shit.
Would
I'll
you like to
reroll.
reroll that?
Yes.
You managed to collect up all the pearls from the crew aboard the ship. However, they're kind of pissed off that you took away the valuable pearls and you lose 3 morale. Well done. However,
Even if I put a
however,
Oh.
you gain a
Oh.
profit factor.
Oh.
Yeah,
How much?
Yes.
well done. Profit factor of 53 now. That's how valuable these things are. And you know what? For fun, we'll say you can use them as trade. Like you can use them as a bartering trading commodity at some point if you wish. We'll say you've got them all like stored up in a cargo bay somewhere.
When the demon shows up for the 3rd time.
No, the demon is enslaved. So like even if he's rolled that again, I'll pick something else.
His
Be his
brother.
evil twin.
Okay, that'll do it for tonight because time is, yeah. There's no way we'll get anything that I had planned done for next time.
I'll make a note for the weapon stuff for next session as well.
Yes, please do. Oh, actually, hang on. How many rolls did we do? That was 6.
Six,
Yeah,
that
it was
was.
6 rolls. So that means 18 days have went past. So if Lucius wants to have the thing implanted, and Mouse can have the weapon upgrade done in that time.
Sure.
Nice.
I mean that is the one advantage of huge, warp trips, I guess.
I mean, we can fill your heal as well by the way we're going.
Yeah, you would be, yeah. Oh, thank you.
What the fuck's that got?
I finally got my refractor field. I'm so happy.
And what's the difference between good and best? Because good would give it reliable. What best would be what reliable and
I think an extra
something
damage,
else?
something like that.
It's extra damage if it's melee, but
Okay.
it's not. So
Oh, before I do that, 300 XP.
Ranged weapon, best. Weapon never jams or overheats.
isn't what reliable gives you?
You basically like get a 1 in. You have to roll like a 10 on 1d10 twice in order for it to jam. So
Yeah.
when you roll like a 99, for example, to hit, which is a malfunction, you then roll a 1d10, and then on that 10, on the result of a 10, it actually jams.
Oh,
So
I
it's
see.
kinda-
So it eliminates the possibility entirely.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of naff, honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, 300 XP, and I'm just gonna stop the stream.
Okay.